Morning, everyone. Welcome to Offices Adda 24/7. My name is Niharika Walia Bhatnagar, and I am with you with the area of Advanced Business and Financial Management. So, what are we going to start with today? I'm going to start with the Module C. We are done with Module A and Module B questions, starting with the Module C altogether. Corporate valuation. Acha, everyone, there are so many companies in this particular uh, country altogether. There are so many companies which are working together in one particular industry. You know, when we talk about a specific industrial area, we have to value things. If we don't, then what will happen? We will have to value things according to the requirements, isn't it? We will have to make sure that the things are looking forward towards clarity. Then, if one particular organization is thinking to acquire other and one is trying to prove their worth in the market, they will have to show their corporate valuation method, isn't it? Okay. So that is what we are going to talk about today. This is Module C, first chapter. Done? Chaliye. Now let's continue further. Here comes the first question, everyone. Which of the following does not appear on the profit and loss statement for a construction company that specializes in a real estate? Revenue from apartment of sales, interest that is repaid to financiers, then cash that was put into bank, or expenses related to depreciation. A construction company related to real estate, everyone. Real estate companies are those companies which are involved in buying and selling of the land and buildings and all, right? For them, everything is going to be an important point. The apartment sales is relevant for them. The interest we pay to the financiers is important to them. In the profit and loss statement, in case of companies, it's a statement. Rather, if you talk about a particular organization, an individual organization, it's either profit or loss is a nominal account. In the case of this area, it's an account. While when we talk about in companies, the terminology says it's a statement. But the rule is the same. In this statement, what do we record? We record the expenses as well as the incomes. Is cash in any case an expense or income? Cash is basically an asset. It should not be there in the profit and loss account at all. This is basically a trick question. This is given in the IIBF book itself. The basic purpose of covering this series is I am covering both the areas. That means I am covering different questions as well. Previous year questions, some questions which are related to some other exams where the similar questions have been asked, and I have also covered the area of IIBF book completely. All the questions which are given in the IIBF book in this series, I am covering all of them. Along with that, I'm covering with more questions which are asked in some different examinations, asked in the CAIIB previous year examination, and also based upon the IIBF book altogether. So if you go through this particular area, you will cover in this YT sessions at least, you will find everything in terms of the IIBF book coverage in a proper manner. Rest, if you want to go for the detailed study, you want to understand the concept, because this is just an MCQ, right? The concept is there in the classes. So if you're looking forward to it, you still have time, you can look forward to that. Okay? That is cash that was put into the bank. Oh, I'm sorry. Next question, everyone. It is expected of a valuer to conduct himself in a professional manner with objectivity at all times. But the objectivity means what? Objectivity means to prove. Sometimes I have to prove my worth. And at the same time, how do I prove my worth? I'll have to show it. If I say that nahi, expenses are going to incur in this way, then I'll have to show that expenses are actually incurred that way. है ना? By ensuring that his decisions are made dash without the existence of any kind of prejudice, with the use of force, with full assurance, without excessive influence of any party. by ensuring that his decisions are made. If I have to look forward towards objectivity, I have to I have to work upon the conclusive proof of things. Then it has to be done without any kind of presumption. Presumptions are the basic reason that the organizations really mess up. Why? Because sometimes when we look at the presumptions, when we pre-assume that this is gonna be like this, then the entire valuation process is not unbiased. It is biased. And biased will always give a wrong answer. So this is without an existence of any prejudice. See, these are weird conceptual questions, right? If you're looking forward to it, you'll find it in the book itself. They have given a few examples from where they are making all these questions. If you have gone through that example, then you can answer it. And at the same time, this is a clear question of IIBF book again. So when we talk about their questions, you can see they are not answering questions. They are not giving you questions which are complete um, concept based. They're asking you some weird trick questions which are based upon the concept which is given in the book. Okay. Next question. Which of the following is not a place where records of sales of real estate in the certain area can be gathered? Sales data available in the registrar office, newspaper advertisements, information about auction sales of the various authorities, or equity market. Which of the following is not a place where the records of sales and real estate in the certain area can be gathered? Sale of real estate, it can be gathered from the registrar office, because ultimately we can actually find out where the goods are, where those land or building has been sold or bought. Newspaper advertisements, you can find it in the newspaper. Next is something that I can say, information about auction. Again, equity market is based upon shares, it is based upon securities. ठीक है ना? So the correct answer is D. Next question. Which of the following valuation technique is the best for evaluating an owner-occupied non-income producing residential bungalow? Acha, this is actually an example in the book as well. Let me tell you about that. They said, see, I live in a particular house. This is the particular road. I have a house here. Okay? And they want to value my house. How will they value my house? They tried to ask, Acha, is there any house nearby which has been sold? I said yes. Say this house is basically same sector. Yep. Same location. Yes. Then one of the differences is this house has two balconies. They just kept one particular in front and one has at its back. In this one, they have kept in both the floors. They have kept two balconies, matlab in front as well as in back, so that the person has a better view. In this house, they had well furnished new bathrooms. In this house, you will find the bathrooms were furnished a little earlier. So that means the construction of the bathrooms is older one. Then in this house, the it is not that comes that is an area of, it is not having a good amount of sunlight, while this house is near about an area which receives a good sunlight. Again, another important point. Then in this house there is less parking space. In this house there is more parking space. The house which they have sold, this house has been sold for say 2.5 cr. So what will you do with the valuation of this house? Will it be 1 crore? Will it be 50 lakhs? No. Based upon this house, maybe there would be a plus, there would be a minus, and this comes out to be 2.65 cr. This is what? This is discounted cash flow technique. Is this capital budgeting, direct sales comparison, or profit approach? How can we make a profit out of it? We didn't talk about at what price did we buy it and what price I'm selling it. Earlier, people used to, I think I know people who would have bought properties for barely 4,000, 5,000 rupees. Max 15,000, 20,000. Now that property which they bought for 14, 15,000 at that time, that means 1980s, 1970s, the properties right now are costing in CRs. That is what? That is time value. Then we have hypothetical construction plan. This is not a hypothetical construction plan. The thing is already made. So this is also wrong. So in this case, these three are gone. The correct answer should be direct sales comparison method. Okay? Which of the following amounts to direct cost and is included in the replacement cost? Number 1, material expense. Number 2, financial charges. Number 3, legal cost. Number 4, license cost. Which of the following amounts to direct cost? Which is direct in nature. See, in this area, what are we talking about? One is called direct cost, one is called indirect cost. Direct cost is which is directly related with it, right? For example, in this area, I went to at what price did this house being sold, and this house would be adjusted accordingly. That means if I'm talking about direct cost there, this is the cost which is exclusively related with only and only manufacturing. Wherever you feel manufacturing, factory based expenses, only those are included. Material expense, yes. Then financial charges, no. That doesn't really make a product. For legal charges, no. License charges, no. So in this case, correct answer is material expense. This is also a question from the IIBF book there. The correct answer is material expense. Next question, everyone. I think this is something we have talked about in module B as well. Go ahead and look at the question, please. Okay. Apologies, everyone. Here comes the next question. EBITDA. EBIT earning before interest, tax, depreciation, and amortization. Multiple represents an evaluation. Acha, what does this mean, everyone? When we talk about this, what does EBITDA multiple represent in valuation? It represents the company's profitability before non-operating expenses, represents the company total assets, it indicates the company's liquidity position, it measures the company's debt to equity ratio. This talks about the earnings that the organization has before the amount has been even received. before claiming interest, before paying any tax, before claiming depreciation or amortization. Acha, there's a difference even depreciation and amortization, everyone. Depreciation is for tangible assets. This is a tangible asset. But the software, the website, the apps, those are what? This particular trademark, this is actually brand logo, right? So this is, we can say this is a logo of the organization. When they've got it patented, then this will be a patent. This is amortization will happen on this. And if we talk about tangible assets, it is depreciation. This represents any profitability before non-operating expenses. Okay? This is related to the area of non-operating expenses. Okay, everyone. Next pointer. Which of the following factors is not considered in the corporate valuation? Industry trends, macroeconomic conditions, employee satisfaction, or competitive landscape. Acha, what is competitive landscape? Matlab, in the area, how is my competitor doing? That will affect my valuation as well. If this particular area has, if my competitor is not able to grow because of same reasons, then how will I grow? If the market entirely is hit, then how will we grow altogether? You know, this, all these factors are corporate valuation. Trend is important. Macroeconomic conditions are important. If the world economy is hit by recession, you expect your country to grow and your industry to grow further. That is an exceptional thing. You know, the valuation is going to be affected. Then is competitive landscape, it's gonna affect you too, because if your competitor goes well, you are supposed to go as well. If you're being competitive there, you will try to look forward. But employee satisfaction will not affect your corporate valuation. It can affect your goodwill in the market. Their being good or bad can affect you, but nothing else. The answer is employee satisfaction, everyone. Next question. PE ratio, everyone. Heard about it? PE ratio, price earning ratio, PE multiple is to be covered in this area. When we talk about PE multiple, you take the market price per share divided by earnings. When we talk about this particular area, dividing the MPS by EPS should be the answer. How do we talk about this MPS upon EPS, everyone? P upon E. This is price upon earnings. Clearly termed as MPS upon EPS. Okay, so let's look at the answer. Dividing the market price per share by earnings, multiplying the EPS by number of outstanding shares. No, dividing the book value per divided by this is book value. This is based upon the face value, you know, not the MPS. Price is something that people really don't understand sometimes because it is confusing. What kind of price? Book value price or the market price? This is market price. Subtracting the earnings from the market price. This formula is specifically saying the formula there. PE, price upon earnings. Dividing the market price per share by the earning per share. The discounted cash flow analysis, the discounted rate is used to estimate the terminal value, discount future cash flows to their present value, calculate the cost of equity, determine the market capitalization of the company. DCF is discounted cash flow technique. If we talk about DCF, then it helps in finding up the different values. If I say that in the first year we'll receive 10,000, second year 20, third year 30, fourth year 40, but 40 that I receive after 4 years, is it the same value as today? Definitely not. So probably I'll have to find, the present value of the things. Ultimately, if I don't know what's the value today, how will I decide today? So that means I have to look into the present of even the future values. Okay, na? Whatever is going to happen in future, I have to find its value as per today. Okay, so that's it, everyone, for today. I hope you were able to understand the topic of corporate valuation. This I've covered the entire IIBF questions today itself. Then after this, in the upcoming classes, I'll be giving you more extra questions regarding the corporate valuation further. So if you're preparing for it, kindly keep an eye on this particular area altogether. In the last class, I think last to last class, I was covering the area of module A as well. So module A revision was also there. I'll keep on revising all these things with you. Till then, please keep on learning and growing further there, because you still have time. At this point of time, make sure that you are giving every single moment towards the clarity of your examination process. Okay, if you're looking forward towards the classes, then what you can do is you can go on to our website, that is www.adda247.com. If you go on to our website, that is uh, at 24/7, you'll find CIB Mahapack is currently having double validity. It is having 78% discount. So what you can do is you can take it up for 8427.51, where 129 mock tests, 970 video lectures, 216 ebooks and live classes, everything is available. Plus point, all the 5 electives are covered in it. Whatever your elective is, you don't have to look forward towards the fact कि ma'am which particular elective is there and which isn't. है ना? And at the same time, acha, haven't you, if you haven't got yourself registered yet, now the registration date is still not over. You can look forward to it. Plus, if you are looking forward towards only the batch which does not include your elective, you can take up the English medium CIB Sankalp batch. So this is also started. This has recently started even. So not much time has passed. So if you're looking forward to it, then go ahead and check it out. Okay, so that's it for the day, everyone. We'll be meeting soon. So till then, keep learning and keep growing. Thank you.